Hey everybody, Andrew Hogue here, your security, privacy, and forensics expert with a mobile security briefing. Today I'd like to talk about some amazing research by Sam Curry, a web application security researcher, and a group of friends that they posted back in January of this year. They uncovered vulnerabilities using the Hyundai and Genesis mobile apps that allowed them to do a full remote takeover of vehicles and take over the full account as well. If you'd like to keep up to date with these topics, you might want to follow Sam on Twitter. He's got a lot of great content out there. And also on his website, where he has these really amazing blogs. If you take a look at the blog he posted about vulnerabilities in automotive apps, it's really incredibly extensive. You can flip through and see each of the particular finding summaries and screenshots of different portals they've accessed. If folks are curious how researchers perform this work, they give a really great rundown in the Twitter thread, and here's just a quick summary of how they accomplished it. First of all, they proxied all of the mobile app traffic through Burp Suite so they could get a sense of what was happening. They ended up finding an interesting endpoint that included both the email on every request as well as the VIN number. And then they did a bit of fuzzing to try to understand, could they potentially manipulate that email and use it to gain access to the account. And what they found was the regex that the developer was using to validate an email actually allowed for control characters like carriage return and line feed. And then they finally noticed that registration didn't require the user to confirm their email address. Armed with that information, they were able to put together an attack that allowed them to register a new device and then perform different actions against that device, including unlocking the doors, starting and stopping the engine, updating the PIN, honking the horn, and much more. I also thought it was pretty cool because somebody called him out on Twitter saying, hey, you really shouldn't be doing this kind of research without permission. And not only did he acknowledge that that's not the right way to do research, but he mentioned it was part of a coordinated vulnerability disclosure program, and he had no expectation of receiving a bounty. So really, Sam and his friends were just doing this to try to make the world a bit safer. I really love this kind of research because not only is it impressive and inspiring, but again, it made everybody a little bit safer. And they did it right by doing a coordinated disclosure with the vendors and getting it fixed before they published it. And if you just look at the sheer volume of what they were able to accomplish over the period of a couple of months, it's really staggering. Just Sam and a couple of friends probing different systems to see how they work. And I think that's a real call out to different mobile app developers and enterprises that use mobile apps. You can't just casually throw these things out there. People can look at that code, look at how your traffic flows, and use that to potentially attack the app, attack your customer, and make the world a little bit less safe. Thanks so much for watching.